Well, hello, good people of the ether. I'm here to provide one of my further fireside chat style catch-ups, as intended to be broadcast on social media as opposed to anti-social media or ASBO media. Although fireside chat might not be quite the thing intended or wished for given the current incredulous climate. As someone noticed for their fondness for the best that Salro can provide, it's a source of pain yet pride for me to continue in my traditional sartorial manner. However, I do have some alternatives somewhere available. Now, this jazzy blazer is rather gay, isn't it? In the traditional sense of the word, a blazer is a piece of clothing and cannot therefore inhabit a sexuality. Although earlier on it did have its arm draped around another garment, and this jolly boater, what? Similarly, it lacks the capacity to man a boat or any other waterborne device. And what's this? Yes, a novelty item. Someone must be pranking me. Of course, the pressing issue of the day is the replacement of our current caretaker Prime Minister, Mr. Johnson. I detest the phrase caretaker Prime Minister. Conjures an image of him with a broom wearing a cow gown, a very provocative image. Positive deluge of people resigned, citing their mistrust of the man. I was not one of them. Has he stole the gaffer for now, and I know which side my bread is buttered upon. Any unpleasantness I feel about him, should it exist, which it officially doesn't for now, has the opportunity to be disclosed once he is fully out of the picture, which cannot be ruled out as a man who was born in the Americas, so legally has the right to run for president. Although given the recent election of Joe Biden, it seems that the nation race of they've suggested have turned away from blonde bombshells. Now I know, without having to do any Darren Brown-style mind control trickery, that you may be wondering if I was one of the many, I don't know, a big number of people who threw my hat into the ring to be the next Conservative leader. I did not. Why? I simply don't want the responsibility. I'd much rather have free time available for me to spend on my hobbies of duck herding, tree shaping. I saw a recent attempt at a person in my constituency having shaped a hedge into an elephant-like shape, and I intend to have likewise immediately. Toy voyaging. It's holiday season, and Big Ted and I intend to go places. And tiddlywinks. Always up for a game of that with Big Ted and Nanny. Couldn't do any of that if I was PM. If I did, I might run the risk of having these innocent leisure activities investigated. Questions being asked in regards to my tiddlywink technique, or allegations of backhanders. You have no idea how cutthroat the duck herding crowd can get. I am aware, of course, of some of the people standing, but mainly Rishi Sunak. As you may recall, there was talk of my taking over from him when he sustained an injury from a rather large person who wanted to thank him for funding some troughing as part of Eat Out to Help Out. And they lumbered into poor Rishi. The news was communicated to me whilst I was visiting my Mayfair club, Swankers, something which the journalist who was interviewing me failed to pick up on, and has since, I hear, been placed on lighter duties. Miraculously, Rishi made a speedy recovery, and my shonky arithmetic skills have never caused a lasting damage on the great British economy. The cost of living crisis did not occur on my watch. Penny Mordaunt. I knew the name but couldn't place the face, so turned to Google image search, was astounded to see a photograph of a young lady in bathing attire. I suspect I should not have found similar images of Mr. Sunak, although I didn't check as there was already erroneous tittle-tattle regarding my single status, and I don't want any snoopers finding Sunak in Speedos in my search history. Oh, and the other one. Oh, she's in the run. Penny's out. Pity poor Penny. Well, that's a rather obvious photograph of her. Failed to do the trick, but at least we know she's equipped to have a bit of a splish, splash and swim. The verdict as to who the winner is will come in September because, like children, MPs, break up. Now for the summer holidays. We're on our hollybobs, so I shall reconvene with you in September. Cheerio, pip pip.